Woo! What's good, man? What's happening out there, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? Yes, I am aware it is technically a holiday. I guess they consider Easter holiday. Yes, I'm also aware that I'm home alone. Okay, yes, everybody's out. The kids done their thing already. Everybody done went. Everything is done. So since I'm here, I might as well keep my streak alive. All right, my streak alive. 2 live streams a week. Okay, that's for now. I always put that disclaimer out there because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. The channel is all over the place right now. However, I did come up with a topic, guys, because I keep getting asked this, so I figured I'd talk about it. We're now moving into summer months. Okay, we have just left winter months, obviously, right? So during the coming up on winter months, everybody's concerned about their coolant and should they flush it and blah, blah. This, you don't want your antifreeze to freeze. Yeah, you'll be surprised. People still think antifreeze can actually freeze. No, antifreeze don't. All right. Now, you shouldn't be concerned about freezing in your cooling system unless you got pure water in it or some water in it. Yeah, antifreeze will prevent that. That's what it's there. That's what it's called. What the? Yeah, get that all the time. All right. So we're moving up on summer months, and people still under the impression that the cooling system is of utmost importance. And quite frankly, it is. All right. It's very important. All right. But there's some myth out there. There's some shiesty shops out there. There are some shiesty mechanics out there. I want you guys, from a consumer standpoint as well as a mechanical standpoint. Now, mechanics going to do what they do. Mechanics going to do what their surroundings dictate. In other words, what their job. There are some honest mechanics out there that actually work for crooked shops. Okay, in order to maintain their sanity or their, I don't know, in order to they still have rules they have to follow. So they have to abide by the shop's rule. They don't own the shop, so in order to stay employed there, they have to abide by the rules. But there are some mechanics that go home going, oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that. But I got paid to do it. And my boss told me to do it. And my boss shook my hand and told me good job for doing it. But it just don't seem right. Yeah, that goes on a lot, guys. All right, so I'm not dogging anybody out on any shop or anything like that. I'm just saying that goes on a lot. One in particular service that always being sold to consumers. Now, I'm not knocking the mechanical service industry. I'm part of it, okay? So how can I knock it? But you as consumer and as hopefully a subscriber, man, I want you to understand the term coolant flush. Yes, you might get told you need a coolant flush every time your car come into the shop. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we find ourselves doing that because a lot of shops, when you bring your car in, they don't even check your history. You just had a coolant flush last week. Okay, there used to be a time we will analyze the fluid and check its level and see, you know, all this so different colors. If it changed this, yes, you should get it changed. But with the invention of high mile coolant, we have coolant out now that says 100,000 miles. It will actually last 100,000 miles. Is that true? 100,000? But we still sell coolant system service every time we do a coolant system repair. Now, again, I'm not knocking it. I just want you to understand from a consumer standpoint that you may get asked or told you need a coolant system flush. Now, this such service, guys. Y'all saw the thumbnail picture, the coolant flush machine. Guys, you should be weary of being sold coolant. Let me say it like this. There is a major difference between getting a coolant flush and getting a coolant exchange, refill. Okay, drain and refill is totally different from a coolant flush. All right, a coolant flush is designed to clean out your system. Now, let me stop right there. I want to make sure you guys understand that a lot of maintenance or a lot of services that are being sold at shops, they're not there to fix a problem. Okay, for instance, You can't come to a shop with transmission bucking and banging in gear and actually go to a shop and say, man, I think I'm late. I think it's time for my coolant service or my coolant flush. Buddy, that shop going to proceed with that service, but it's not going to change anything. In other words, a lot of these services and maintenance we sell are designed for maintenance, okay? Maintenance purposes. If your coolant is breaking down, yeah, it's best you get it changed for maintenance purposes. Now, transmission service or transmission flush will not fix a transmission problem unless your problem is low fluid, all right? Because after a flush, you're going to now have the correct amount of fluid. So you're going to be driving away thinking, I knew that what I needed, dog. I told you, didn't I tell you? I told you all I needed was a flush. No, clown, you needed additional fluid. My point is, don't get the wrong idea that services and flushes will fix your problem. All right. Now, in my opinion, a coolant system flush, it's not technically, it can be considered as maintenance, but that could actually fix a problem. That's different from a trans flush. Trans flush, a trans service will not fix a trans problem unless it's stupid stuff like you ain't got no fluid in it, and now after they're done, you have fluid and you think you fixed the problem. But okay, as far as boom, boom, banging in the gear, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, as far as all of that, and you full of fluid, yeah, you got a problem. You got a transmission problem. Changing the fluid ain't gonna fix that. Now, coolant flush, technically different. Okay, there are some things a coolant flush will fix. For instance, if your radiator is clogged up and a coolant flush, using the proper equipment, guys, let me stress this. You have to, guys, don't, when you pay, there's a different price for a drain and refill and a coolant flush. Make sure you get what you're paying for. If you're paying for a coolant flush, damn it, that mechanic better be out there using a coolant flush machine. Yes, that actually you tie into the coolant system, you let the car run, you reverse flushing, you bring it out, hopefully dirt, and you're going back in with new coolant. Yes, that's flushing. Drain and refill is simply opening up your drain cock and letting all your old coolant come out. Tighten the drain cock and put new coolant in. You ain't fixing nothing with that. Okay? You ain't fixing that. That's why I say a coolant flush can. It can. It can fix some things. But a drain and refill ain't fixing nothing. Nada, not a damn thing. All right. So, in fact, let me tell you how Google describes a coolant flush. Okay? Coolant flush. This involves removing dirt, rust, sludge from your coolant system, as well as inspecting various parts from the blah, 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 blah. This process also empties out all of the used coolant material from your radiator and replace it with fresh coolant. That, my friend, is a coolant flush. And like I said earlier, it can, in fact, fix a problem. Okay. So like I said, what's up, PT Lover? Yeah, like I say, be careful with these different names. As a matter of fact, let's go over a few while we're in here. Are coolant flushes necessary? Let's see. Is a coolant flush really necessary? Yes. Performing a coolant flush is a good idea when you replace your car's coolant. However, because engine coolant lasts so damn long in modern cars, it shouldn't need to be flushed until the car has hit 100,000 miles. That's what I was talking about earlier. Some coolant is designed to last or resist breaking down all the way up to 100,000 miles. We have coolant like that, 100,000 mile coolant. Now, guys, when a shop doing a coolant system repair, such as a water pump or a radiator, yes, they're gonna advise that you flush the system. Okay, even if you getting a radiator, let me get big. Even if you getting a radiator and you get an estimate, or the guy say, man, we recommend you flush the coolant. Some sharp female have kids that's in school for automotive, and the little 20-year-old kid going, but mom, if they replacing the radiator and the freaking water pump, what is there to flush? All the coolant is out. And that's a damn good question, dog. Hey, man, I struggle answering that to one customer. I like, hey, you might want to talk to the manager. I'm having a hard time explaining what we flushing if we're replacing those. The fact is, you still got to go back in with new coolant. So some shops considering it flushing it before actually draining it by way of replacing the parts, that is. So if you get an estimate for, you need a radiator, a water pump, and a coolant flush while we in there. All right, yes, that's likely what's going on. They're going to flush it before they remove those parts and drain all of that freaking fluid. That's a decent way to explain it. So look at it that way. But you're going to get that type estimate. Don't be shocked, okay? Is the coolant flush really necessary? Yeah, like I say, that coolant is lasting a long time. Car makers are using the good stuff. How much should a coolant flush cost? It varies, guys. The cost of a coolant flush depends on your vehicle cooling capacity and whether or not you are flushing a system with chemical or so. Every coolant flush kit I've ever dealt with includes chemical. What's up, Uncle Mark? How you doing, man? Gary, Jacksonville. I'll be over there in a minute. Hold tight. You can expect to pay between $100 and $150 for this service on most vehicles. All right. Can I do a coolant flush myself? Ooh, interesting one. I bet a lot of y'all want to know this. Wait a minute. The good news is that you can keep your engine cool by conducting a coolant flush on your own. How is that, Mr. Google? Okay, I have a problem with this. Even if you're not super knowledgeable about cars, it's easy enough to replace your old coolant with fresh supply. All right, that's not a flush. That's a drain and refill. So they didn't technically answer the question. Yes, anybody can open their drain cock, let all the old coolant out and go back in with new coolant. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a drain and refill, not a coolant flush. Google, get it together, man. What happens if you don't flush your coolant? When your radiator coolant hasn't been changed in a long freaking time, it can cause radiator corrosion, generating rust, debris that you do not want in your coolant, in your car's radiator and engine. To solve this problem, a coolant flush can prevent. I can agree with that. All right. Yes, Super Mickey, same to you, my friend. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up with a car run better. Hey, this is a good one right here. I'm not sure your performance will change with a coolant flush. However, a mechanic would then finish the coolant flush by adding fresh antifreeze to your engine along with a conditioner that will keep it protected for longer. So some of the coolant we use, guys, specifically says do not add said conditioner. This process improves the health and protection of your vehicle, so you will likely notice an immediate boost in engine coolant and performance following this service. All right, take that with a grain of salt. Doing a coolant flush will help your car run better. According to Google, yes. Hey, I'm going to leave that one alone. What are signs that you need a coolant flush? This is a good one. Now, I just named off a couple of when you're getting a coolant system repair, likely that shop is going to attempt to sell you a coolant flush. Yes, I semi-agree with that. Signs you need a coolant flush. It's about 5 of them. Antifreeze leak and a puddle beneath your vehicle, grinding or knocking engine noise. Wait a minute. Signs, let me see if I read that right. I might need my good glasses for this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I read that right? Signs you, this is the wrong glass. I'm like Fred Sanford in here, y'all. Signs you need a coolant flush. Did they say grinding or knocking engine noise? Yeah, I read that right. I most certainly did. Okay, interesting. Odd smell rising from your hood. Rust starts to appear in the antifreeze. Low coolant or check engine light. I'm having a big problem with this knocking noise. Now, if you add coolant, I'm going to leave that alone because that'll start a whole nother freaking debate. All right. How long does your coolant flush take? How do dealers flush your coolant? Let's see here. What do they use? Doing an engine coolant flush, the technician, I can't see. The technician, what they're saying? Doing a coolant system flush, the technician drains the fluid, then uses a cleaning solution and water to remove any remain. Again, guys, a lot of it has to do with the machinery that mechanic using. So if you pay for a coolant flush, please make sure you're getting a coolant flush and not a drain and refill. All right. How long does coolant flush last in the car? How often should engine coolant be changed? Does coolant flush help AC? Can I just drain and fill coolant? Yes, you can. Will coolant flush stop overheating? That sounds like a good one. What they saying on there? To fully clean your system, it is vital to fully evacuate the old coolant so that new antifreeze doesn't blend in. Therefore, coolant flush keep your radiator in optimal working condition and minimize overheating. They didn't really answer the question, but we'll leave that alone. What does bad coolant look like? Can I drive after a coolant flush? Can a coolant flush damage a car? That, my friend, the act of flushing itself is not harmful, but it can expose some maintenance problems, such as making leaks worse. Yes, I experienced that diagnosing the oil field adapter housing. I put pressure on it, and it really started leaking. Customer unable to drive it home, therefore forcing you to deal with problems immediately. I'm not a professional mechanic. Google, you're not professional? But I have used coolant flush a few times, and here's what happened. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, my point is the coolant flush is not a scam, which most people think it is. It's not a freaking scam, man. Stop it. It's needed. It should be used, and it's okay if your car accepts 100,000 mile coolant and you're under 100,000. It's still okay to get it done. It's like some cars say, don't change your spark plug for 100,000. Okay. Some of that is selling marketing strategy. Some of it is true. It all depends on how you look at it. Spark plugs will sell better if they're known to consumers, and consumers are told over and over again that, yeah, they last 100,000 miles, dog. Buy these, player, buy these. So it depends on how you look at it. But yes, the cooling system flush job is not a scam, guys. If you need one, please get that done, because I don't want anybody lacking on your maintenance. I am a big guy on maintenance, okay? If you didn't know that. Help prolong the life of your car. Maintenance. All right. What's going on, my friend? How are you, Dorsetto 08? Sleepy. What's up, man? Hey, my dude. What is popping? PT Lover in the building. What's up? Been watching your shorts. Good stuff. Thank you for the contribution. Gary Jacobson. How are you, man? Thanks for watching it. And of course, the one and only Uncle Mark. Uncle Mark, I got a notification. Uncle Mark put a video out today, y'all. Go and freaking check out my Uncle Mark's channel. He's working over there. I got a notification. He got a video up today. Okay, in fact, I'm going to go check everybody's. What's up, Supra? Same to you, my friend. Yes, Octavio, same to you. I'm doing great, man. Israel, I'm living, man. Peace, man. Sleeper. What's going on, man? Yes, Octavio. Speak. Doom, the king. How are you, man? James, what's popping, man? Just dropping in the holler. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Philip III. Hey, just join. What we talking about? Coolant flush. Philip, what you drive? Philip got that Cherokee. Oh, you got that 14 Cherokee. Philip, your Cherokee is equipped with 100,000 mile antifreeze. But wait. That doesn't mean nothing. That don't mean much. So, is you at 100,000 miles or not? Let me put it this way. If you had a freaking 100,000 miles, it's past time for a coolant flush. All right. What could happen by not getting your coolant flush? Remember, guys, in coolant, the coolant is equipped with anti-rust inhibitor, fancy lubrication to help lubricate all those coolant system parts, water pump, bearings, and things like that. So the coolant is extremely important. All right. Yeah, it got a lot of good stuff in it. So when it's time to get that stuff changed, man, I highly recommend you guys get that. All right. What's up? A-Band, you got a Challenger Nag 1, swapped it out, has the same code. 05. I do not know that code by heart. So A-Band, you're going to have to hit me up after the stream. We can talk about it then. But first, are you a freaking subscriber? Are you subscribed to the channel? Because I love talking to subscribers. Y'all should know that by now. I get a lot of comments and questions like, I mean, I get it. A lot of people latching onto the channel, or looking at the videos, but they're not subscribed yet. Guys, I got to put you on hold until I get with the subscribers. All right. Now, that's the way I can tell if you're a subscriber or not. So it's not that I'm not answering your question or reading your comments. I'm busy with subscribers' comments and questions. And there's a bunch of them. All right. So that's a hint for you. I'm about to cuss. I can't cuss on Sunday, period. My mama might be lurking around here being nosy. Y'all know how my mama is. She be being nosy. Hey, we can talk some after the stream, or hit me up on any video. That app, I got that app on my phone where I get the question, and we'll talk on that. But I can't do this I don't know that code by heart, is why I can't speak on it right now. Lakes, what's up, man? Same to you, my friend. What's up from San Antonio? Keep up the great work. Scrub. Who is this, Gilberto? Hey, he called me a scrub. He must know me personally. Because everybody just can't yell out, scrub, you a scrub, JT. No, man, I don't play like that, man. You must freaking know me. And I tell you another way I know people know me or they familiar with me. When they ask a question, they'll put JT instead of online mechanic tips. Like, if I see in your comment my initials, we have once vibed. We have once saw eye to eye. We have once clicked. So, yeah, we can talk. You down, we down. We down like two flat tires. OJ and damn AC. All right, that's a bad example. What do you think about BG service? We don't use BG anymore. In fact, we went to Valvoline. Now we don't use them no more. It's additive. It's basically additive. I've never jumped on the additive bandwagon. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not a big additive guy. I'm surrounded by a lot of new cars, right? So there's no additive really needed in nothing brand new or newish like that. Additives come into play as your car age and get older and older. Okay. But for the most part, just about everything in a new car, I mean, oil is going to be oil. There's some oil additive that we add to a supreme oil change. Yeah, we post some stuff in there. What's wrong with the regular oil? We put sell. I have no opinion on BG. All right. Yeah, I don't want to mess up my chances of getting sponsored. You think I ain't about to say nothing bad about BG, man? You crazy. BG, I love you if you're out there listening. I'm about to change my rhetoric, tone my rhetoric down with Derman. Derman, representative. I gotta check my email. Might be trying to email me. JT, hold on, man. We be hearing your little Derman comments. First of all, JT, get it right. Our name is not freaking Derman. All right. So stop it. Yeah, I got an email the other day from Derman. I got to go read it. I don't know what they want. I'm just saying. I don't know what they want. They might want to tell me to cut it out, stop this foolishness, because they all feel the adapter housing are better than ours. No, they freaking not. I already told y'all, you jumped up. If you listening, Mr. Dorman, whatever the hell you is, if you listening, you cheated. You jumped on the bandwagon once we found out there was a problem. Okay, that's not fair. That's totally not fair. That means you got an upper hand. Once we find out there was a problem, we eventually, or FCA, upgraded the plastic. And guys, be careful how you sling out the word plastic. Yes, it's made of plastic, but it's that good plastic. It's that better plastic. All right. Now, if you have a problem with your parts melting under your hood, that means your freaking car is overheating. Your car is running. We're talking about coolant services right now. Get your freaking coolant system service. All right? Yes. Stop crying about plastic intakes, plastic this, plastic that. If your car is running at normal operating temperature, all that stuff should be fine. Now, I get it. Over time, over a long time, eventually plastic will get brittle and cause you problems. I get it. I understand. But y'all be bragging on the Derman is metal, aluminum, and it lasts forever. I put a picture up oil field adapter housing was melted because they let the car run hot. No, intake manifold was melted. And people on there complaining about, well, see, if it was metal or aluminum, that wouldn't have happened. No, it wouldn't have melted, but it damn sure would have warped. So that's the same effect. You still got to get it replaced. So forget it didn't melt, though. No, fool, you still got to replace it. All right, my point is, stop stop letting your car overheat. Whatever causing your car to overheat, you have to address that. These parts are just casualty of the root cause. The root cause is whatever making your freaking car overheat. The thermostat stuck, coolant low, water pump bad, who knows? But focus on the root cause and stop slapping around plastic parts. Guys, plastic is here to stay. And plastic intake manifolds ain't going no damn well, all right? They good for low cost and low weight. They don't weigh a damn thing and they cost cheap. All car man. Everybody's out there that's crying about, oh my God, I can't believe they're using plastic intake. Go pop your freaking hood. Look under there. I guarantee you, your car got a freaking plastic intake on it. Man, let me stop. All right, I don't know how I got on that. Somebody tricked me. Sleeper, you tricked me, man. I have nothing but good experience with BG. Yeah, I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about BG. Love you on your content. Keep it up, brother. Fetch, what's going on? Philip, it don't have to make sense. Sense. It has to make dollars. Yeah. So is an enamel. So, yeah, man. I sell the shit of BG servicing. Yeah. And the good thing about mechanics and those services, we get a spiff off of it. Yeah. So with Valvoline, they would get us $1 every time we sell a coolant flush. So mechanics, there was an incentive to sell this stuff. Yeah, I was like, yeah, dog, she need a coolant flush too. JT, she only got 20,000 miles. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can encourage. I won't say wrongdoing, but you can encourage by offering. Guys, I'm in the industry too, so I'm not dogging it. I'm just trying to make a point that yeah, I got to be careful what I say. I don't want to incriminate the industry or myself. But yeah, when you're encouraged to sell service, you do it. You just, if you can find a creative, truthful way to explain to the customer why they need it, go for it. That's my take on it. Damn it. I'm entitled to my freaking take on it. Yeah, Post. What's up, man? Posty. Yeah, man. Indeed. All right. Octavio. I used to use BG or a Goodyear and technician got money from the BG. Yeah. There are some spiffs. All right, guys, where I'm at. I got 10 freaking minutes. Oh, I got a shitload of comments I ain't even got to. Ruli in the building. What up, Ruli? JT, you the man. I don't even remember where I left off. Sleeper, fetch, rusted. You know, certain coolant may be rated for 100K. What is Rustin said? Certain coolant may be rated for 100K, but like GM Dexcool, they become acidic over time. It eats gasket and even pit aluminum. Y'all get that? That's why don't be shocked. I'm talking to a consumer now. Don't be shocked if you take your car for service oil change and you're not at 100,000 miles and they say, this is a good time to go ahead and get a coolant flush. They're not technically lying, okay? I don't understand. Like I say, some of that stuff is selling numbers. I call them selling numbers. If you write on your bottle, coolant will last 100,000 miles, it's likely to sell more and better. Will it really last 100,000 miles? A lot of factors come into play when trying to determine will your coolant last a long time. So I'm not a fan of transmission flush. I started at a dealership and we had a transmission saver machine. It's a joke. Like I say, guys, there is a difference between flush and simple drain and refill. All right. Mix new fluid with the old, pulls a quart. Dude, we use that same one. Valvoline has that same type of machine. We stick a dipstick down the tube. It'll suck out 2 or 3 quarts, put in 2 or 3 quarts, suck out some more. How the hell does it know it's sucking out old fluid? Now, the new fluid that it just put in, how the tube that's going down the dipstick, wait, I don't want the good fluid that I just put in here. I want the old stuff. So the hole down there looking for the old fluid, oh, it's over here on this side of the pan. So the hole is going to be directed to the bad side. Get the bad side. Yes, it's a joke. Catering. And I even, when they brought us that machine a long time ago, I like, look here, Mr. Valvoline, man. I ain't too bright. I didn't graduate college and all that, but I got some patches, ASC certified and all that good stuff, man. But you're gonna have to explain to me a little better, okay? Because it's not making sense. When he gathered us all around and showed us how to do a transmission flush. Guys, hold on around. Let me show you. Stick this tube down the dipstick, push a button. Oh, fill it up, right? 12 quarts of fluid. Push this button. It's going to pull something out, put something in, pull something out. I'm going, hey man, physics is messing with me right now, right? You just can't tell me any old thing and it don't register. It literally has to register. It has to make sense. What the hell you think you're talking to? I'm JT the car guy. You just can't tell me anything. Let me stop. Yeah, that's a whole nother argument. Preventive maintenance. That's right. Sleeper. All right, I got to move on down to the bottom because I'm about to shut this down. I sell the shit out of BG service. If coolant not changed, it causes water pump to fail. Yes, the water pump the bearings can fail in it. A lot can happen. What I have done as a flush, I just removed thermostat and run the engine while placing a T-connector in the heater hose. Connect the water hose, undo one hose from. Interesting, Walter. If that works, again, the concept is to flush out all the old coolant or flush out all the dirt. It's crazy, man. Okay, yeah. Just for a 1 minute run, I wash my vehicles and it runs. If I wax it, Uncle Mark being funny. Yeah, what he was talking about is the part in Google, Google saying if you do your coolant flush, engine performance can be affected. You may actually run a little better. Wait a minute, y'all better listen to Google. It will kill me about Google. That is people Bible. To some people, Google is the Bible. Why didn't you just Google it? Guys, in some cases, when you input data into a computer, into a website, there's this big ass search engine that Google use about the algorithm pulling out certain words. So let me give you a hint. If I go in and say on my website is registered all over, torque your wheel lugs to 200 foot-pound, that will help. Enter. And it goes to my website. The minute somebody search, it'll take a while. The minute somebody search, should I torque my wheel lugs to 200 foot-pounds? Google search. My website will come up. And I just told a big ass lie. Yes, torque it to 200, that's better. So my point is, a lot of this stuff is based off input data that somebody put in, which makes that one's opinion. Okay, that doesn't make it gospel. That doesn't make it perfect or right. So when somebody yell out, well, you didn't know that, just Google it. What if they pick up the wrong information from somebody that's literally intentionally inputting data, wrong data, just to prove a point? Google is not gospel, okay? It's not the end all. Yes, that is some extremely good amount of info on that platform, all right? I run to it like anybody else. But as far as making that I can't believe you didn't Google it. Y'all kill me with that, man. Let me stop. Uncle Mark, stop getting me on a rant. No, this ain't that type of day. All right. Grinding and knocking. Yeah, grinding and knocking. If what was that? The oil change one? I forgot which one that was. I think it was the oil change one. Yeah, it could cause you. No, that was the coolant flush. Sounds like taking. That's a perfect example of incorrect data being inputted into Google. Now, what if some guy that's fresh? I want to be a mechanic when I grow up. I don't need school. I'm gonna get all my knowledge off Google. Okay, he go and read that. He gonna regurgitate that back to everybody he know. And they get where you find that out at? I Google it. Everybody say Google stuff. So I Googled it, and yeah, it can cause your car to knock if you don't flush your coolant. Wait a minute. You must upsell. Well, we are the most underpaid. Yes, a lot of shops are surviving based off upsell, sleeper. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not encouraging non-selling stuff. All right. Yeah. Please don't get it twisted. I'm in the same industry you in. All right. Yeah. What's up, Rusty? Bearded Fortech. What's popping, my guy? How's it going, man? What is popping? Bearded. I have to get you on one day, man. Let's talk let's do some comparison, man. What y'all got over there? Ford F-150 and some Ram 1500. Let's do some comparison. I'm about to get y'all want to get Bearded Fortech on the channel one weekend, one Thursday or one Friday or Sunday. Yeah, we can talk Ford versus, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. Who got the better truck? Who got the better car? Now, we're done with four-door sedan, so we have no more small four-door sedan cars. So Ford may have an upper hand, you know what I'm saying? So what is Ford cooking up on the EV side? We can go there. All different bunch of topics. I did a live stream like that with Fluffy when we first did our first live stream. We was talking Nissan and you know what I'm saying. But I don't want to be I don't want us to be generalized like that, because some of you know what I'm saying, you can trigger some problems with corporations doing that. All right. So in other words, I don't want to be JT the Mopar guy. More than Mopar sitting at home going, so this the Mopar guy? Who is this guy? Let me, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we stay low key, or we try to stay low key. But at any rate, yes. I wonder if we can one day get Bearded Fortech. I met this dude about a month ago, I think. Cool guy. We chopped it up on a couple of yes, sleeper upsells. Yes, man, of course. Of course. It's a must. Exactly. What JT, happy Easter this week, got me dying. Grady Morgan. Hey, what's up, Grady? Howdy, young man. How are you? This happy bunny day to you. Sear Mobile Diesel. I was calling out this name Thursday, wasn't it? Yes, guys, y'all know I had Fluff on Thursday. We was going over some freaking symbols on the dash, and we ran into a couple of roadblocks. Oh, what is this, Fluff? I don't know what the hell it is, Fluff. You ever seen that? Look, JT, I don't know what the hell. You know, guys in the comment telling us what it is, stuff like that. And guys, y'all, if y'all don't know me, y'all should, all right? If y'all don't know me, you know by now. I don't know everything. So I've never portrayed to know anything. In fact, when I screw up, there's a chance you may see it. That's how real I am. Yes, I misdiagnose from time to time. I'll diagnose the ABS speed sensor and find out that the wire is chewed up by a rat. I'll talk about it. I'm human. Okay. Yeah. So you're never going to get, you're going to get the real deal. All right. It happens. Every mechanic in this room would have saw that code and likely wrote up a wheel speed sensor. Nobody would have looked behind the damn thing. Wait, before I write this up, let me look behind it and see if it's chewed up. Yeah, it's just being a human, right? We are human beings at the end of the day. My point is, I don't know freaking everything, so don't ever suspect or expect me to know everything. I will screw up from time to time. You will know about it from time to time. And I don't care from time to time. It's footage, all right? Yeah, I'm human. It's 9 o'clock. I got to wrap this up, guys. 100K cooling out there. So what I'm going to do, these comments are rolling in. I got to jump straight to the bottom, man. 300 with ZFS spin 100K. Would you change the fluid and filter or leave it alone? Ruling, what's up, man? Ruling. Have I done it before? Yes. Have anything happened? No. I know the risk. I am aware of the risk. I hear it all the time. I read it all the time. There is a semi-risk in tampering with fluid that hasn't ever been changed. But the good news is 100,000 miles ain't a lot of miles. All right. So y'all remember back in the day when 100,000 miles means it's time to get rid of that car. Oh my goodness. Don't buy that car. It's got 100,000 miles. Now that's the new norm. 100,000 miles is the new 50,000 miles. All right. So yeah, we don't look at it like we used to anymore. Yes, Ruling. Of course I would. My friend with 300, matter of fact, she had oil leaks She had 112,000 miles. I let it up in the air. Oh, it was all on top of her nice, pretty ZF 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission. I said, yeah, you need it's oil-filled adapter housing. While I'm down here doing this, you might want to get your trans service. When was the last time you had a service? Never. This is a good time. My point is, yes, let me answer your question. Will you change the fluid and filter or leave it alone? I'm going to answer your question without an explanation. How's that? Yeah, I would change the fluid and the filter. Pay ain't going to come with the filter. Yes, I would. The good news, or I'm going to say this behind that, Rudy. I would, if you never change it, it obviously have the ZF or the Mopar 8 and 9 speeds still in it. If you never change it, that's likely what's in it. So now, when you do change it and it has that many miles, I definitely will not mix the fluid. All right. In other words, like at our shop, we sell transmission services using Valvoline. So, you know, when you take the pan down, you're not going to get no more than 5 or 6 quarts out. Trans hold about 10, 11, 12, something like that. So you put the new pan on, bolt it down. This service was sold using Valvoline. Valvoline says multi-car fluid, multi-service fluid. In other words, it worked for any damn thing. It's red. We put it in. The red drowns out the clear fluid that's in it. So now the fluid is all kind of, what's red and clear? Clear. All right, so now the fluid is that color. But it still worked. So that's what get me. Even the services I've done with Valvoline on ZF, drain and refill, things like that, no problem. Absolutely no problem at all. So, yes, really, I would. You know, should you or will you? I don't know. But you asked me a question, so I'm going to give you my opinion. Yes, I freaking would. No lyrics today, but happy Easter. Eric Motion, what's up, man? Dude, be careful with that squirrel. Oh, Emmett, you been watching that, man? It's illegal to bait squirrels here in Georgia. They are considered small game animals, and you must be 200 yards away. If that sucker get back on my yard and I got a clear shot, oh, but I see what you're saying. The bait I'm using. Now, the bait is used. The bait I use, I mix it with. I hope ain't no animal lovers in here because I'm about to get really. I hope ain't no vegans and well, not vegans. I hope ain't no, oh my God, animal rights activists in here. Look, I'm sick of the squirrels. I'm sorry. They gotta go. They gotta die. Leave my freaking house, my roof, scratching on stuff all the time. I'm tired of this. So I mix the bait with poison, squirrel poison, rat poison. All right. So I'm sure when a squirrel down there chomping on that bait, he gonna pick up a piece of that rat poison. He gonna, wait a minute, JT trying to trick me. This is rat poison, man. I ain't eating that. He gonna eat it all, right? So now it ain't gonna kill him right away. He gonna have to go off. He gonna get a tummy ache. Oh, he gonna tell his boys, hey, buddy, don't go JT out eating. All right, don't eat his food. They don't know how to cook over there. I ain't feeling too well. I got a stomach ulcer. I got a panic. Now I got a heart attack. Now 3 days later, he gone. The poison did it. The bait was used. Actually, I'm not using the bait to bait them. I'm using the bait so they can start eating. That is baiting them, ain't it? I don't know how the hell I'm using it. But I get your point. I get your point. He said here in Georgia. That's here. So, but, hey, man, they got to go. I had a clear shot on one. How much time I got? I'm out there with my rifle, my Crossman. It's a freaking Crossman air rifle. Still good. I ain't got a real gun because real gun make real noise. Pow! My little Crossman. I got the damn thing, the scope figured out. Guys, I'm going to give me one of those, you know, those scope with a camera on it. I'm a YouTuber, so I might wear cam and stuff, right? It's got that little thing and it's got an X right there. I told you, I hope ain't no animal activists in here. So that X is going to be right on that squirrel head and go, pow! He got to go, man. They done figure out how to get in my house and they keep scratching up stuff. They're going to mess around, chew on one of them wires and short my whole house out. Can't take it no more. Emmett, appreciate the heads up, but this is a battle I got to win. All right. No squirrel will ever get the best. Hear me out. Look at me eye to eye. Hear what I'm saying. All right. I'm JT, the car guy, right? No squirrel will ever get the best of me. Okay. Please believe that. You going down, Mr. Squirrel. If you listening, you freaking going down. You and your buddies. All right. I go up in my attic the other day. I'm looking around. The squirrel is standing there looking at me like, what the hell you doing up here? Come on back downstairs, man. We got some more corroding to do. I got books and all kinds of stuff. I went through my book pages. I got female books up there, porno and stuff. They up there going through my everything, man. What the hell? He looking at me like, what's up, player? What you want? Turn that light out and get the hell out of up here. I turned the light out and went back downstairs and went straight to Lowe's and got that big ass cage that y'all see. Yeah. All right. I got some bait up in here. I got something for you. I'm done. What the hell am I doing? I gotta go, guys. Somebody, Emmett, done got me talking about a squirrel. This is the automotive channel. But before I leave, Walter Castro, what's going on, man? I live in Texas. Tip are higher in the 90s than 104. How can I deactivate the front grill vents to remain open? Because I noticed when it closes. What kind of car is this? Walter, did Walter talk some more at the bottom? Okay, I did a transmission fluid. I did a transmission fluid on my tradesman. It took only 4 quarts to change before it reached certain temperature. Dealership 6 is usually what come out. Like when you take the pan off, boom, boom, with a hammer, take the pan off, you're gonna lose 4 or 5. It's another half a quart. When that filter, take that filter out. I usually let it drain overnight, guys. I try to do all my trans service doing at the end of the day because I let most of mine. I use the term gravity bleed. Somebody told me it's not gravity bleed. Damn it, I'm gonna still use the term gravity bleed. In other words, if it's the end of the day, I ain't got time to put the pan on, reseal RTV. So I just let it drain overnight. I typically have to go back in with 6 quarts. Even though initially I drain out 5, some way, somehow, another quart may drip. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, there's still some drips going on. I got a bucket under there. 4 o'clock in the morning, about an extra quart out. 6 o'clock in the morning, still some more out. 10 o'clock in the morning, JT still ain't here yet. So let me drain some more. 11 o'clock, JT shows up. Then he finished the job. So yeah, before I reach out to the dealership, said 6. That's what we charge out, 6. All right. Like we'll say, like my estimate will include 1 RTV, 1 filter, and 6 quarts of trans fluid. It may not take 6. It may take 5 and some change, but you got enough to cover it. You likely won't ever go over 6 with a simple pan drain. So you got enough to cover it. So yeah, they will tell you 6 because that's the minimum. All right. But as far as your now, is this one here? Are you talking about this same tradesman? I live in Texas. Temps are higher. How can I deactivate front grill vents to front grill vents? You mean active grill shutters? The shutters? That's not in front of your radiator, though. That's under the bottom. I'm not understanding this because I notice when it closes, the temp goes up. Man, what car company designed grill vents and put them in front of the? What kind of car is this? Is this the same vehicle? Okay. A grill vents open on 2018. F shutter, yes, are replacing metal brake lines hard. And Honda recommends drop and fill 3 times to change most of the fluid. Funny, the presumes are up and on porch by how need to burp that shit. It shouldn't overheat because of vents. Interesting, Nick. Honda drain fill, Honda fluid. My guy. Yes, you may in fact have some other problems going on. Have you just had any kind of like shutter? Yes. Okay. Then right, it's not. When this system was designed or implemented, they had that in mind. You know, if they're gonna affect airflow going through the cooling system, the radiator, and things like that. And it was never an issue with them. So you likely have some other things going on, my friend. Walter. There you go, cool. Yes, flame black. Yeah, Walter, you got some other issues going on, my friend. You're gonna have to. Somebody brought up burping. Need to burp that shit. Nick got a good point, but you don't need to burp someone. Did you just make a coolant repair? Did you just do any kind of repairs to your vehicle, and now you have this problem? Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, you just left out one little final step, which is very important. Burping out the complete system. So I don't know if you just had work done, but that's definitely not normal. And what was your original question? Because this one right here, temps are higher. I don't know how you can't deactivate an active grill shutter. If you unplug it or do anything with it, the check engine light gonna come on. All right, they break all the time. I had to replace one not too long ago. I noticed when it closes, temperature goes up. Wow, you got other problems, my friend. You said yes as far as grill shutter. Yeah, you got some other issues relating to coolant. I changed. Oh, yeah, and bleed and also burping coolant, same temps. Walter. Keep it up, bro. Glad you work at a Chrysler shop. Shut up, Nick. Listen, Walter. All right, let me do it like this. Did you have this problem before you did these repairs? If you don't have no issues, now if you did these repairs based off this complaint that you're giving me, then yeah, that's a chance. But if you then accumulate these problems till after you made this repair right here, it's simple. All the air is not out of it, Walter. Yeah, we all want to think we did a good job at doing something as far as like, yeah, I know I did everything right. I know I bleeded that system right. There's still a chance you didn't get it all out, dog. That's all I'm saying. So that's one thing you're gonna have to really zone in on, guys. Some of the Pentastar as well as the other V6 engine, they're extremely hard to get all the air out using that bleeder screw alone. I normally use a bleeder funnel as well as the bleeder screw. All right, I want it all out, and then I'm test driving the pit side of it with the heater on. All right, make sure that coolant circulate. Well, I hope you get this fixed, man. That's not cool at all. All right, you can't be riding around. Or you can't be rigging up your grill shutters trying to avoid overheating. You have to address the overheating issues, my friend. All right. Oh, it's 9:15. Guys, I got to shut this down. All right. Yeah, sleep with me as well. Guys, I have to go. Walter, hit me up on a regular video. Like I say, it has to be something with because these new parts, water pump, radiator, and the thermostat. Yeah, you're not likely not bleeding, but I got to get off this stream, so I'll catch you on another video. But I got to end this stream and go there and take care of some business. Let us know what the hell. Yeah. Yes, please. All right, guys, that's all I have. I'll see y'all freaking Thursday. All right, I got to go. Thank